Hello, everybody. We are back in the saddle again, and we are ready for a nice little reading for the week of September, September 18th through the 24th. Okay. I don't know. I was going to say November. I don't know where that came from, but we'll take September. Okay. And we'll do a little reading at the end with our angel answers. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. Hope y'all are doing well. Thinking about little prayers for everybody. Okay, here we go. Doing the Voyager deck once again. We've got the Moon card here. Aha! This is nice. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Mm-hmm. Hang on a minute. Two, three, and the outcome card. It's insidious how political things start creeping in, whether you want them to or not. So, begging pardon. We have a couple of things that we need to talk about. Just to throw it out there. Know that it's for entertainment purposes only. And at this time, I'd like to say welcome to our new subscribers. So we have some new people that came in. You are welcome for whatever happens, for your enjoyment and for your knowledge. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do. One of the things is this is going to be an interesting week for learning. We've been set up for some information to come through. Now, this can be through your spirit guides, probably not the television, but nevertheless, this is telling you that we're going to be finding out. Look, it's the Moon card, and the Moon card is usually about misrepresentation, gaslighting, etc., yada, yada, yada. Right? It's our first card down. And that's what we're going to be looking at and kind of dealing with at the beginning of the week. More lies coming out that we're going to be able to recognize and be able to use as a filter. Okay? Because this is telling me, okay, that was gaslit. This is the truth. This is a reflection of what it should be. This is, I'm getting exhausted by all of this. There's a lot of people that politically are switching gears because they're starting to see all these things that they no longer agree with because it's been put to them falsely. So they're starting to see what those things are. So politically, people are starting to make decisions for making changes, all right? Why? Partly because it feels like our population is starting to actually mature. I started to say grow, but it's more of maturing. So it's our younger people are getting serious about what politics means to them. All right. And this can only be a good thing. See all these young people, they're going, what? And I see, it's funny, but I see David Hogg's face. So some of you may remember him from the shooting incident, right? Where so many students were lost. And this is what I'm getting is they're making their voices heard, okay? It's an anchor for the reading. So these guys and girls are not going anywhere until their voices are being heard, right? They've learned some critical things and they're going to start insisting that the rest of the country shares it with them. Okay, this is the learning card. For me, this actually is a teacher card. So there's going to be a lot of interesting information that's coming through. And this card is telling me, and it's truth. So they're comparing falsehoods with truth, back and forth, until they come up with the right solution. Okay, so, and this is an awareness. It's not just, I feel it's this way. It's like, no, I have the proof for it. I have information here that can definitely put you on the right path, because this is telling me they've experienced a lot of things that many adults in our lifetime will never experience. It's almost as if they are the reincarnation of people from the Vietnam War era. Okay? There's that seriousness that our young people, and I call them young people because I could be the grandma, that our young people have experienced, but they're going to be applying that as knowledge to help us through the next decades, right? It's starting this year. Our young people are starting to rise up. Why? They have older people to teach them, for one thing, and this could be our good old friend Bernie and Elizabeth. They're going to say, we've got stuff to share with you guys. This is the wisdom of the ages, and it's old women and thank you, and old men. That's confirmation, especially heavy on the old women, okay? So know that they're spinning straw into gold, and it's about time that we start making information out of misinformation. Here's the card that tells us that we're starting to get the right people. This is somebody who's in Congress, somebody who's in a field that can be utilized for changing the world that we're living in step by step. Maybe they start with school boards. Maybe they start with local judges. And it looks to me like we're going to have young people that are involved, like the Tennessee Three. So they've got some stuff that's coming in, and this is telling me the right faces are starting to appear. So we're going to start seeing people that are going to be repeat as the decades go on. They're youngins now, but they're learning the wisdom of the ages, and we're going to be benefiting from what they're learning. Okay. Why? Because they no longer are fed by fear. So that's the crux of the matter. It's fear usually that is debilitating. Okay, so we are putting perspective on fear, and what are we replacing it with? Love. Okay, little children will tell you that. Love replaces everything. Okay, so know that we're going to be entering a period where we're more geared for love, not just fear and fighting and etc., but we've got our love card. Okay, 2 cups. That's the best one to get because it's requited. Everybody thinks they want the Ace of Cups. Well, that's a nice card to get, but it's a gift of love, but it doesn't have any reciprocation. The 2 of Cups means you get as good as you give. So that's what we're looking for. So there's an exchange of love and support. And this is telling me not only young people, but more women. Okay, so keep your eyes open, or better yet, become one of them. All right, so there we go. Strength and wisdom of women. We're going to see some influences this coming week. Yeah. And this is about spiritual growth, too. It's an Ace of Wands. So it's time. Okay. So we're running right on schedule. Got dropped off at the train station. And we're ready for the next trip out. All right. Now, let's jump over to this little deck. Let me show it to you. Now, some of you may remember Doreen Virtue. She was heavy into metaphysics for a while, and now she is born again and has a different train that she's on, okay? But this also is done by Radley Valentine, and you'll notice that many times I have decks or I'm showing you something that says Radley's name on it. You may want to check this one out. This is just like it's an oracle card, but it's not one of the bigger ones, all right? But it's really interesting because it is for angel answers. Okay, aren't they pretty? Look like little dolls or something, but they're angels. And what we do is I want you to think of a question that you could use a yes, no, maybe, whenever. There's going to be some answers derived from these little pink cards. But you think of the question and I'll draw you a card. All right? So keep thinking. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, we're going to draw 3 cards. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So tell me what you want. If you want card number 1, if you want card number 2, or if you want card number 3. Okay, we'll put these back because we're only interested in those. Okay, those of you that chose card number 1, your answer is within the next few months. So this is going to give you time for something. Let me show it to you. Within the next few months. is the bottom, all the way up to the top. All right. Thank you. Yep. And this kind of shows me they're kind of going to lay out the pathway for you. So it's going to show you even how to get there. Not only when you're arriving, but how to get there. Okay, card number 2. What was your question? Your answer is be assertive. So evidently, whatever it is you want, you have to step up for. Okay? Oh, yeah. Have a look. It's kind of pale, kind of faded, but I think you can see it okay. All right, let me read it one more time. Be assertive. This is showing me that you've got the key, you've got the answer. All you have to do is press forward about it, okay? So step up and say, nope, this is what I want. This is what I'll get. And card number 3, the answer is, oh, thank God. The answer is a peaceful resolution. Well, we can certainly hope that this is indicative of a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. Peaceful resolution. Okay. All right. So quite lovely. Nevertheless, pay attention. That card's for you. Alrighty, kiddos. I think that's what we have. Bottom of the deck is smart cookies. Remember that. When other people challenge you, it's usually because they're unsure of themselves. Right? Alrighty, my dearlings. We will see you next week. Who knows what the cards will have to share with us. But I'll see you soon. Love for now.